Hello and welcome. I've got here to show you a Weinsberg camper van on a Ford. This is the CaraTour 550 MQ, and being on a Ford means it's got a particularly high roof, which I think is for most people, or some people anyway, interesting. This thing is going to cost over 71,000 euros, and let's have a look inside. Right, so it's a short vehicle, which is I think also an interesting proposition. So short but with a high roof. High roof does mean that it's going to use more fuel, but it does also at the same time mean that you've got the impression of more living space, and you've also got more storage space. So if we come to the back here, you can see here for sleeping space you've got these flares, which are, you can see more from the outside, that is this extension here to give you more space in bed. There's also a flare on this side as well, and in the case on this side I think it's less obvious from inside, but it is obvious from the outside. One window here. We've got a door at the back. Door is not insulated, so that, despite the fact that they claim they've got a good cold bridge insulation, the door isn't insulated. You can see it yourself by just tapping it. Bed widthwise direction, that's made possible by the flares, or shall we say it's extended by the flares. Up here we have got rather large, deep storage area. There's also, up to the bed, two steps. You'll have to move the steps though if you want to start opening these very far. Let's see how well I can do. Yeah, see, it hits the but the steps will come away easily. I don't think that's a problem. There we have a sink and two burners. And in here there is the washroom, and there's a lot of space in there. Also comes with a duct board. This one here has got this Dometic air conditioning unit that will only work, I need to make very clear, when it's on hookup. There are 12 volt systems, such as one by the Italian manufacturer off, which I've never actually seen them installed by manufacturers, but you can actually get them. A 12 volt system won't work as well, it needs to be pointed out, as a 230. That's your wardrobe, and I think given the size of the vehicle that's not bad at all. A bar up there makes a lot of sense. I did the same thing in my vehicle. Here we can see the dinette area, semi-dinette I should say. Easy entry table, meaning say it's got no leg on it. Carpets you might want to put down, or you might not want to leave them in here. Look, a horrible colour, but they're here to protect the floor during the event. Up here we find a bit of storage there. No storage above here. It's something I personally prefer, which allows you actually stand up easily from the passenger and driver's seats. That is of course an artificial light used for the fair. In fact, I didn't put the lights on at all. Wow, okay, we'll put the lights on if they're connected. There we go. So that's the 12 volt on. And now, where's the light switch? Doesn't seem to have made the slightest bit of difference. Let's come down here. I'll show you this. Oh, there we go. Sorry. My mistake, you see. 12 volt, 230 shore power. And does that make a lot of difference? Well, it certainly does. I'll show you in here, doesn't it? But for me, it was so light, I didn't even think of putting them on. Well, once I'm in here, I'll show you this. There you go. I've got cabinets inside the washroom. And fortunately, it's got this small-sized plug, which is not very good because they tend to get blocked quite easily, like the duck board. And we've got preparation space for food here, and down here we've got the fridge. So I have to say, by Weinsberg standards, in my opinion, this is a well thought out vehicle, and given the small footprint, it is though largely thanks to the Ford, because it gives it all of this extra space to play with. Anyway, let's come out now and have a look at the back. Right, now here, so storage at the back. As with all camper vans, they have a system whereby the bed can be raised and the mattress can be put to one side. Through here we'll find a small gas canister heating, in fact it's a medium one, sorry. The heating is via a diesel, which obviously you've got a diesel engine anyway, so, and you've got a fuel tank, I should say, a diesel tank, and that allows space to be saved. Okay, here it says there's a 102 litre water tank and wastewater tank 95 litres, and it can be heated and insulated as an option. Alright, so let's close this here. As you can see, maybe here even, it's no insulation in the door at all. Anyway, I can see that these vehicles here are now about to be cleaned, so I better hurry up a bit. This shows the size of the flare. That's really quite impressive, I think. But the flare on the other side is much smaller, and the reason for that is because there isn't one. Sorry, the flares on this side. So there isn't a flare on this side. My mistake. The flares on this side are always much shorter because of the door has to open. Sorry, I said there was a flare on two sides, but there's only a flare only on one side. My mistake. Anyway, it says here that you can have electrical Fußboden, floor. That's it. Electrical floor heating as an option, and it has the best floor insulation. So it says magnetic function on the surface, on the cassette, and there, good. Right, so there you go. I need to point out, however, other brands. It's not that Weinsberg isn't the only brand doing this. I don't recommend Weinsberg as a company, so I would suggest that you had a look at similar manufacturers. The Dreamer one is extremely nice, and the Pilot also has the Atlas camper van, which I think is definitely also worth looking at. Also, both of them built on the Ford and the same length, same short footprint that they've both got. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Hope you found it interesting, and all the best from me in Stuttgart.